Hi everybody, it's February 23rd, 2026. Um, Sometimes when I think, when I produce my own luck, I think it's because I have a keen eye, and that's not just my physical eyes, but my mental eye. But when I think about it further, I don't think that's the case. It's not that my sight or my vision is particularly sharp. It's just when you get into the rhythm of life, like it's hard to stay in the rhythm of life perpetually, but when you could kind of influence how you perceive what you notice, how you condition yourself to approach something in life, you kind of get into a rhythm. And then when you flow with the rhythm, some things just stick to your mind or to your consciousness, and you're able to kind of partially at best, or at least decode it. So it's not necessarily vision that is going to assist you in life. It's the actual getting into the flow of the movement and the rhythm of life. And I know that seems kind of esoteric, but I guess I could liken it to kind of how some people naturally facilitate conversation. So when I say getting in the rhythm of life, you're facilitating a conversation between you and your life, between your emotional baggage in your life, your mental data, and your assumptions and your conclusions that you came up to this point. You're applying it to how you interact with the life around you. So this gets me to thinking about the location of messages. If you listen to what I say, and if you remember what I say, you would think that I'm always looking for a message in everything. And that's not necessarily the case. For most of the time, I'm just trying to enjoy my time, trying to do things that promote enjoyment in life, or at least peace at the least. And I'm not always looking for messages. But the thing when looking for messages, the first thing I can say about that is that it's not necessarily the only path is not looking to the past. It's kind of assessing your needs in a procession that is logical. So the first logical procession of needs that you need to meet are the needs that you have now, and then the needs that you're going to need in the near future. And then once you get further enough ahead of assessing your needs, then you could go back to the past and say, this is what I needed from the past that I know I'm going to need in the current or the future time. So when you look for a message, try to apply it in that kind of order to now, near future, future, past, and come back around. And then you could address your life issues as they come in that kind of order. And another thing I can say about looking for messages, the location of messages, is even if you believe your parents weren't good to you, many times if you sit down and try to remember what you most remember about what they said and how they try to guide you, and if you see yourself lacking in that area that you always ignored them in, even if you're an adult now, sometimes your parents are trying to let you know, even in your childhood, what you are going to need to address in your adulthood. So just the messages from your parents, those stay fresh for possibly decades, or possibly to the end of your life. So if you're looking for any messages that hit deeply and directly, try to remember what your parents said that stuck to you. Even if your relationship is not nearly perfect as you want it to be, they still have years upon you and wisdom upon you. And the last thing I can say about the location of messages is try to remember what you do. Don't just act and forget what you do and just act like you're not consciously participating. Kind of pay attention to what you do, how you talk to people, how you sound with people, what you accept from people and what you deny from people. And when you want to look for a message, the best messages comes from how you assess how you have interacted in life in the past. And you may have seen that you were right, so you may want to continue that behavior. You may see that you were were completely wrong, and you can avert those same minor calamities in the future. So I hope this helps. Thanks.